Hi everyone, welcome back to the stream. It is November 7th, 2024. We're playing another small team games. That's how we're going to open up the stream again. So hopefully that suits y'all. If you do like this kind of content or like this, change up from the normal 1v1s, let me know how I'm doing in the comment section. Maybe like the video, and let's get into this match. So we're playing on Desolation, a 4v4. Got Nobi on the opposite team, who's a pretty strong player. And we'll see how it goes here. So hopefully I don't get really tilted. I know that's kind of what happened the last time we played on this map, or not this map, this like a small team game setting, right? So it is what it is, of course. Let's see how it goes. I'm thinking I'm just going to try and get to this plateau, right? I'm going to get a couple of cons out, and then I'm going to start my walk. I've got little bit of extra metal compared to my teammates because I just have access to these 4 mexes, right? So got that going for us. I might do a little less greedy, something like this. Yeah, let's see how it goes. So we got the full energy bar, making a single wind. I think I'm gonna assist this con out real quick. Continue making some wind turbines. So there we go. Just want to say, hope y'all are having a good day. Started mine not the best way, but it is what it is. Just got off of a phone interview, so looking for some internships in the spring and fall. So just a little bit about me. I'm gonna make some more wind turbines. Got the 2 grunts out, so I feel kind of protected. So blast this one out. Wind is going up, so that's nice. I need about 200 energy per second to make this con turret. I think I want to get this up. So I'm gonna start that here.
Aircraft spotted.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it's Nobi as well. Okay, so I knew that.
Low power.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Not gonna lie. Okay. Just D-gun it! D-gun! Yeah, fuck you. Let's just do that. Oh! I'm gonna give this guy some metal so we can remake this. It's not good. I'm gonna move my commander down here and let him take that high ground.
Low power.
Kind of sucks. You guys need to like come here. Oh my god, what are you doing? Take this. I got all that metal, which is good, but okay. I mean, this is... Oh, okay, so we have this high ground, which is nice. I'm gonna switch to vehicles here, I think, in a second, but... I know our boy, Nobi here, is cooking some kind of bombing run. Usually does that, so... Oh, the server reset. This guy has no production. It's great. I mean, this is over.
Your commander is heavily damaged. Radar lost.
I hate small team games. You voted no. Can I see that? Cannot. Guy's trying to make a factory over there. Okay, let's resign. Put that. This guy. Yeah, I'm just gonna resign. I don't know. He's making an agitator. It's gonna swing the game back in our favor. Look at this. T2 already, he's got all these mexes. I don't know, two players couldn't control this area. It is what it is. Oh, I see Zex in a lobby. First game of the lobby. Let's... I mean, 8v8s are a little more tolerable than 1v1s, but really I hate this map. There's no other 1v1s going on right now, so... Do I exist? Am I on this scene? It's advanced. Okay, I don't see myself here. Let me try relogging in. Multiplayer. Rotato all welcome. Oh god, this map's terrible as well. I do not see myself. That is weird. Oh, Bismuth Valley. God, that's hard to say. Bismuth. Hey, Achilles? Achilles, how's it going, man? I know they just reset the server. I think I might restart my bar client here. So let me try that. I do not see myself in the lobby, so let's just restart the game real fast. Sorry about that. Jumping into the bar client. Hopefully that pops up on the screen shortly. Wouldn't you know it? There it is. Wow. And we're back. There we go. Okay. 2v2 pre. Oh, here we go. This is what I want. 2v2 on cold place. Thank you. Actually, lost against these fellows. I was with what was it? Flocka, right? I do not want to play with Mr. Richard Young. Sorry about that, sir. Not 14. Oh, not 20. How about that? Min rating level. Or exclamation works? Did not know that. Okay, so while we're waiting on this to go, I can read off maybe some of the announcements and things that are going on. So we have the bar fight night that's going to be happening this Saturday, so you can check that out. I think it's in the main Discord. Neb has his own Discord. It's on challenge as well, so that should be pretty cool. It's like an NA time zone tournament. I think it's like what, 10 a.m. Central Time for me, so a little bit earlier for US, but that means like EU can play as well. So we've got that going on. Past that, this upcoming month, we've got the Omega Series, which is the 5v5 tournament, a little more try-hard and serious. So I'm not playing in that, but it's going to be broadcasted on the main Twitch, of course, and that should be some super hype games. So I know there's a lot of good teams participating. What else is going on? Looking ahead into 2025, I'm going to be taking over running the Alpha Cup. That's in April. So that's a 1v1 tournament. And then we're going to do 3 seasons of the BPL, which the first one should be in January. So if that's something you're looking forward to, let me know. Like the video, leave a comment. So there's a lot going on in bar, tournament-wise. I can't really speak to any kind of like developments or, future balance changes, but definitely can comment on that. So another thing we've been doing is like this weekly Bar Academy replay review. I've got a lot of those posted on my channel, and yeah, if you play in the Bart Fight Night and want a match reviewed or, coached or some feedback, right, you can submit that in the Bar Academy. Just tag @mentor, and I should find that and review it for you. So if that's something you can attend or, watch after the fact, I always record them and upload it to my channel. There should be one posted here soon. I just need to get a thumbnail for it, right? But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on. I wonder if we wait a little too much longer, I might have to check out maybe a couple of replays or something like that. But where is Flacco when you need him? Autopilot. Let's get him in there. Kind of hilarious. We played against these fellows on Comet Catcher, right? And they had a pretty sharp build. I don't know if they communismed or not. Is this choice? You Mel. Excuse, I only know like two Indian players. It's like Choice and oh gosh, I'm blanking on that. Oh, Turbo showed up. Hell yeah. Let's go. I'm blanking on the mentor's name. He's from India. Oh, gosh, this is gonna drive me crazy. um, really nice guy. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm blanking on your name, buddy. But I haven't seen you around in a while. Maybe that's why. Maybe just scroll down and take a look at the mentor chat. Maybe I can find him in here. Hmm. Man, that's a really short list. I guess they kind of culled some of the mentors in the program, but yeah, no big deal. I'll try and think of it, and I'll wake up at 3 a.m. 2 weeks from now and be like, it's such and such. So, all right. So this is Coldplay's super high wind speed map. Really, how I view this is like it's the triangles, like the tips of the triangle are important. There's a lot of mexes there, so if you can control 2 of the 3, you're in a good spot. So that's why I like to spawn up here. You're kind of closer to one of those, and then Turbo, my man Turbo, gets all those mexes below us, so should be good. We can get away with like 2 mechs, 2 wind, bot lab open. We'll just make a super fast con turret because wind is insane, and then get like 5 con scaling wind. So that's the name of the plan. I need to make sure my like con turret goes up like here or something like that, so I can like spread those wind turbine farms around. Look at that 25 wind speed, kind of insane. So yeah, here we are. Turbo, you greedy boy. You don't need 3 mexes on 25 wind speed. I mean, this is super greedy, but let's do it. Get these out. Continue making some wind turbines. So something I noticed, like we still have metal and energy, right? So I'm gonna sit here and just, assist the lab for a couple more moments. Spend this E while we've got it. Really nice. All right, well, our contrary position didn't exactly work out the way we wanted to, but it's not the end of the world. Oh my gosh, this is a disaster. Need to get a radar up here in a second.
Low power.
I think there's a single tick back here somewhere, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. That is super annoying. 2 ticks killing a con is just kind of outrageous. Oh my gosh, really? I haven't seen the... Oh, wait, okay, so he... They are over there. Okay, so I need to... Okay, so he's already there. That's not the end of the world. Those are ticks, right? Okay, so I got the Ford lab up, got the vehicle lab up. The only thing I'm really worried about here is like the air transition. So I get my air lab up.
Warning, you have the last commander.
So I guess I go T2 here soon.
Low power.
Well, that's not good.
Aircraft spotted.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get this RD up. That'll defend myself. He's got enough build power, I guess. That is not good. That is a lot of units. Let's just do this, I guess. Okay, just please push. I think he's teching.
You've received
Check out the
new
AA.
units.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Come on, Turbo. Kind of playing with fire here with my commander, but I need to get this air lab up. That was a mistake reclaiming that. What are you gonna do? D-gun my tigers?
Enemy commander destroyed.
Oh yeah, you're dead. All right.
T2 unit detected.
GG! Wow, that was crazy. Turbo, you hung in there, buddy. You even getting the freaking amphib lab up, so yeah, it was a nice game. Woo!
Battle.
Yeah, that was crazy. Hey, Nutty Wombat. Hey, Rowan. That was a crazy game. I guess I need to re-log in. Tourney practice. I do not want to join that. That was a huge blunder. I think that green player could have very well gotten control of that reclaim field a little better. He didn't really. Oh shit! A 1v1 lobby. It's going since 5 minutes. All right. We can check this one out if you guys want. I'll see if that 2v2 lobby pops up again. I know the server kind of crashed there. So gross. ATG, like any game on ATG, I'm just like kind of turning my nose up to, I suppose. AV8 lobby we can join. Looks like that. I'm not a big fan of AV8s to be honest. Yeah, he had control of it. I guess what I'm trying to say, he could have like reclaimed it better. He can then lost it. Yeah, that's why you don't res contested reclaim fields. But yeah, that got a little wild there when it was like shifting between the blue player like crushing turbo and then coming up to reinforce the green player. I was like, I was kind of worried there for a second, and then I kind of like felt obligated to be at the front with my commander, which was like, you know, always playing with fire. Let me message Turbo here. Say that. Oh, he just jumped offline. Darn it. Maybe I can try one of these. Joyce go rang me. Is he here? I'm just not even here. Oh, I was kicked banned. Okay, let me relog in. Oh, Contra's online. Jeez. Turbo base was kind of destroyed by the blue player, so that's why he was a little AFK there. I was kicked banned by choice. That is hilarious. Why? Okay. I should just make a lobby. Yeah, okay. I'll make a 1v1 lobby here. All these open lobbies. Oh, I guess I'm not here. I need to restart my client again. Sorry about that, guys. They just keep doing something with the server. So Can't see myself. I don't think Choice has beef with me, to be honest. Not that I'm aware of. I do know I rage in 8v8s a lot, so maybe I might have left prematurely, but I'm not sure. Okay. That's right, yeah. I'll just watch this 1v1 game. Maybe we can catch a 1v1 after they're finished, but they're playing on one of my favorite maps, so we'll see how it goes. Woof. Still kind of reeling from that last game. Alrighty.
Battle started.
Okay, so here we are back on the 1v1s. Arm versus arm. C3BO versus Mecha, which I just was watching C3BO play on Comet Catcher, and he seemed to improve a lot, so that's really cool to see. Low wind speed is great for ticks. Is there any counter damage going across the map? I know it's... I mean, if you thought Grunt versus Grunt was swinging in like a knife fight, wait till you see Tick versus Tick. So, definitely a much more interesting. This is... Okay, Rowan. You just got off. What does that mean? You like wind down? Oh, okay. What do you do for work? See, I like this build. It's crazy wind is so low. Okay, finally it turns back on, and then yeah, Mecha's gonna assist out this first con turret. You see that from our man C3BO. He's got the third con out, but yeah, look at this, accessing energy, right? So you really need to get that con turret up ASAP. There it goes. I like this positioning too. You can use this to assist the winds that you start putting up in the back of your main base. And Mecha's already moving out. I don't really like this. I think you can I think you can sit inside the main, make a couple extra wind turbines, and get a second con turret up. Like 25 wind speed, you can get con turret. Okay, you're in school. I'm in school as well, so I definitely understand the struggle. Working and going to school at the same time. Yeah, I study civil engineering. The grandfather discipline, right? So I'm pretty happy about it. It's a great degree. You can do a lot with it. Many fields you can go into, many little niches you can carve out for yourself. Yeah, ticks end up going down. That's a nice little harass. I mean, getting 2 mexes, putting some damage on the con, delaying the expansions, right? So I mean, it all adds up. Even there, that would have been slick to come in there and grab another LLT or another mechs there. So, you know, I was talking about not getting a second con turret for Mecha. I guess the flip side of that is he gets to mid a lot faster. He's just going to immediately put up an LLT. See, he's already secured this position. C3BO had that in mind, but a little bit slower. He does have the 2 con turrets up in the main, so maybe this pays off. I have 1 more year until I'm finished, so 2025, assuming I don't take like a summer or a spring co-op or something. I've actually been trying to get an intern position at Tesla here, the ATX Tesla Gigafactory. So if that works out, I would be working over the spring full-time and maybe taking like 1 class. So that would push back my graduation date, but I'd have a chance to work on their infrastructure team, which is like a remote position. It's kind of crazy. So best wishes. All send me some luck if you guys like. I'd appreciate that. Let's take a look at these positions here. So Mecha's got the 1, 2, 3 cons expanding. He's putting up a 3rd con turret. I really like to come back here and grab those 2 mexes behind the main with my 3rd con. These 2 mexes down here, and then start making some wind turbines. See on the other side of the map, C3BO not quite the commitment to expanding, but this is interesting. He's already going for the gunship. Rowan, I am 34 years old, and I started back at school when, I guess around COVID, so 2019. So I started taking online classes at the community college, transferred into the university, and here I am 4 years into the program, right? So maybe it was like 2020. I think I started going to classes. So if you're thinking about going back to school, it can be done. You just have to accept like a poverty lifestyle. You can't really make as much money as maybe you were accustomed to working full time. Is Mecca from Hungary? I'm not sure. I want to say Mecca is from the States, but I could be wrong. I know a lot of the players are doing this fancy what would you say, the hidden nationality, like the question mark flag. Here we go, pawn versus pawn. So much funner to watch than grunt versus grunt. Oh hey Noah, yeah, that's a great degree as well, comp sci. It's like S tier. Oh, it was for bombing runs. This is no bueno, man. You do not do unscouted bombing runs, man. That is just not good. Let's see how effective these bombing runs are. Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a fat player named Mech. Maybe that's why Mecha is so good. Yeah, I'm not really sure if that's him. That's interesting, Noah, interning with the U.S. Army. I mean, that's good money if you can, it's a good gig if you can get it, right? So I know those Fed jobs are pretty cakey here in the States. Yeah, I think I'd imagine like maybe some people, some younger people might have some misgivings about working for the military industrial complex, if you will. So I mean, I have my own thoughts on it, but that's cool you enjoyed it, so keep it up. I did play FAF. Yeah, I played FAF for a couple years. Funny story, I was telling my buddy about trying to like download the FAF client and get back into the game. I was having some trouble with getting it running and working, and he was like, oh, have you tried Bar? It's pretty similar and free to play. And I was like, oh shit. And this was like, you know, was it like February of last year or something like that? So that's when I picked up Bar and tried finding some content on YouTube to study 1v1s and learn the match, and I didn't really find anything. So that was kind of what inspired me to make a YouTube channel for Bar to help teach other players and learn what I was going through. That was a fantastic trade, but on the other side of the map, more pawns streaming in, shaving off these. I really like Mecha's position, but this seems like a low expansion game, right? My FAF name was 4GG, so okay, no, yeah, that's a good point. It's nice that you can, like, I won't say follow in your father's footsteps, but if you're comfortable doing it, then more power to you, man. I mean, someone's got to do it, and it's for a good cause if you believe it, right? Yeah, that's something I've heard about FAF. It's hard to find players and matches, so maybe I don't know if it's comparable in Bar, right? Finding 1v1 matches. Usually if I have trouble finding a 1v1 match, I'll just like play a team game, or I'll just wait a couple hours, right? I think I was like 1600 FAF, which I'm not sure what that translates to Bar, but I think I was decently rated at the game, but it's definitely a different beast, that's for sure. Yeah, before I did civil engineering or started studying it, I was a draftsman, right? So I worked at a structural engineering firm at the time, and, you know, was working with engineers and talking with them, and Uh, I'll never forget this. I was at a lunch, right, or like this after work event, right? We were just all sitting around like eating and talking, and I was telling one of the engineers there, or EITs, about I was thinking about going back to school, and he was like, "Well, if Derek can do it, you can do it, man." That's one of the other structural engineers at the company. So I just thought that was really funny, and just won't forget that. Don't want to say that's really what truly inspired me to go into it, but definitely gave me a little bit of confidence. Oh, okay. So that is decently low. 1500. Rowan's saying that's about top 95% of players in FAF. So look at this. You got Centurions coming out from C3BO, and just got this idle lab installing metal. See, like this is, I think, is like a perfect opportunity to just reclaim the lab. I think all these conturrets are in range of the factory. Yeah. So you can just reclaim the bot lab, get that vehicle lab up, and then have a nice little smoother transition, right? It is never too late. That's right. And another thing I kind of learned was, like, if you don't have money to invest, well, just invest in yourself, right? So yeah, good luck, Noah. So you're replacing these mexes over here. Really, I would like to see a stronger commitment to taking these expansions or corner expansions. The way this map works, it's a lot like Falindel, right? It either splits in half like this, or it splits in half like this, you know? So you either have to, like, control the mid, and maybe one of these, right? This map's weird because, like, there is so much metal in mid, and of course it, like, gives you access to raiding all these different areas, right? So maybe, like, controlling this is behind controlling all of these, right? But yeah, the game rarely plays out like that, so it's interesting to see both players really contesting mid so hard and foregoing these corner expansions. Paulette's here, a nice new player. He's really strong, honestly. He actually beat me on Crystallized Plains the other day, so shout out Paul. He needed to show up to the Bar Academy event. So nice to see him there. Great having players to interact with and learn from and study with, right? You know, you can learn new stuff from anybody at any time, right? So what is this peak bar, con versus con? I'm gonna reclaim you before you finish your LLT. That was a nice pick off here from Mecha. He's killing it, man. Just like shutting down these expansions, like constantly raiding. He's got control of mid, right? And got all these maces here, which, I mean, are not as good as thugs, right? Can we all agree on that? Okay, Noah asks, question for 1v1. Is core still the hard meta in grunt spam? I know Pons got a buff a little while ago and haven't played 1v1s. So, long story short, the answer to your question is yes. It's still grunt heavy, it's still core dominated, but it does more depend on the map. So maps that favor this is an interesting question, right? So like lately we've had incisors and like vehicle opens from core be really popular, and in my mind arm bots are very strong against core vehicles, right? So there's a little bit, it's a little more balanced in that regard. Yeah, Nutty Wombat's chiming in. Grunts still feel favored in the matchup, right? Yeah, definitely true. And I saw another question in here. Rowan asks, what is the Bar Academy? That's in the main Discord. I can put that in the chat if you like, or maybe someone can put it in there. But basically, if you're new to Bar and want to learn the game, you can submit basically like a ticket, work with a mentor. You just copy and paste the URL of a replay, tag @mentor in the Discord, and a mentor should like create a thread, and you can get some feedback and coaching on your game. So if that's something you're interested in, I would check it out in the main Discord. Just, you know, Control K and type Academy. You should be able to find it. Yeah, that's a good point, French. Like, Core has access to all these great tools in 1v1s, not least of which the Shuri and the Exploiter, which are pretty good for, you know, defending yourself on these like peripheral expansions. Like, say if I was expanding here and I was in this main base, I would start thinking about adding exploiters, like, you know, a couple over here, maybe like these two are exploiters, right? And then just mexes behind them. I actually am a academy manager, so I'd be happy to mentor if you like. Play in the bar fight night that's coming up, and submit a ticket, and I'd be happy to review it for you the upcoming Tuesday. Every Tuesday I do this little like replay review in the bar academy. I need to upload it. I did record it. Yeah, French, that's good to hear. I mean, it's a really cool program. I can't think of any other games that you can just, like, get feedback from really strong players. And I would take it a little step further. If you see a 1v1 lobby with, like, any 50-plus OS player and ask them questions and for feedback, I guarantee all of them would offer to give you feedback and a little bit of help. So, pretty cool community, and I know the 1v1 scene is growing, and it's just cool to see new players showing up and learning the game. So there is not a max YOLO, by the way. Okay, no, that's unfortunate you can't play. It's not on Friday, it's on Saturdays. So it's pretty funny, Nutty Wombat. Yeah, it's bar fight night, not like wait, why is it FNM, Friday Night Magic? Yeah, it's not exactly on Friday. So yeah, hopefully you can show up. Pretty cool event. I think what I'm gonna start doing is polling replays to cast from the bar fight nights as well. I know I haven't really been just like straight up casting 1v1s. I kind of leave that to Requiem, and I like to focus on more like co-casts or like educational stuff, but I do miss just casting straight 1v1s, and I think that's something I'm going to start doing here soon. Oh my goodness, those D-guns. I think it depends on what time zone you're in, but I'm US Central, and I believe it starts at 10 a.m. So for me, God, welders are so cool. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Noah. I will say, like, for you, if you submit a ticket that's not a bar fight night match, I'll review it for you. So yeah, let me pull this view back up. I'll post a link in the chat to the academy for you, so you can go there, copy. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's separate than the Pro League server I run, which is just really for organizing the Bar Pro League. So we've got these recluses in this unit composition, which, talking with Zhao, I didn't realize how like strong these units were. I mean, they have their weaknesses, of course, but like, damn, those missiles do a lot of damage. Oh, Doominator, how's it going, man? Jesus, those welders are so good. Oh my god. You Doominator, I completely agree. Like, pub 8v8 games are just complete blasphemy and cancer. Just stay away from them. If you want like decent team games, I would stick to like maybe like 5v5s, 4v4s. I really like 2v2s, but I think that's a little more try hard and closer to 1v1s than other team games. Yeah, I mean, it is cool that Bar as an RTS typically you think is like a more try-hardy genre. So having like a casual format in the 8v8s is cool to see. Oh my god, you're not dead. You can just snipe the commander, right? Oh, those D guns are ridiculous. Oh, please, right? Wow. That was, oh, there's another follow-up. Okay. Move the welders out of the way, right? Does he see this on radar? Does he know that's there? Okay, he sees the signatures, right? So, wow, what a comeback there from C3BO. I thought he was really really far behind. I think my 2v2 rating is like 30, 38, 35, something like that. Omega tournaments and nation wars are great. 5v5 44, very nice. Yeah, I agree. I would say the most fun I've had in bar has been playing coordinated 5v5 games on VC, right? So super fun. Super fun. Yeah, I mean, it's, I can't say enough about it. So really cool. Okay, so that game was over. I didn't really commentate much, but it's nice talking with y'all, so. Maybe I can get one more. I usually like to keep the streams to about an hour, so we're sitting there now. If I can get like one matchup in, I think I'd be fine with that. I will say I'm a slightly underrated in 2v2s, but don't let that get out. So Doominator's chiming in. You think 8v8s would be more casual, but most of the worst behavior and lobby drama happens, right? I mean, why make air when what is it? Why make AA when blaming air is free, right? So that's like pretty standard 8v8. It's just blaming the air player. Yeah, 3 OS air in a noob lobby. I don't even know why you have air at that. Like, you can just commit to ground and probably overwhelm the enemy team. So, what do I know, though, about 8v8s? I'm a 1v1 guy. Ooh. Is there a... Ah, man, I wish that 2v2 lobby would come up. Those two fellows from the Netherlands put up really strong games. Just so fun to play. Or it's just like taking a break from the 1v1s. I really like them, but it's fun branching out and like getting into the team game side of things. Especially when you have like Turbo on your team, right? It's like, come on. Okay. I didn't really play much League of Legends, but I'm glad you're not playing it right now and on bar. So hopefully that is better for your your mental health or your. I've just heard I've never heard a good thing about League of Legends, so it's just I don't know why people play it. But... Oh shit! Okay, there is a 1v1. Here we go. Mr. Paulette. You know what I mean here? Eno, where is this guy from? He's already 40 OS.
Battle started.
Grunting pawns. Doctor disrespecting minor. Sorry, that guy's that guy's tag. It's pretty funny. Okay, maybe we can look at this game here. So, you know, at 25 wind speed, so it's really low at the open. I'm wondering if it's even better to just go 2 megs and delay this 3rd megs, right? But probably pretty negligible. Personally, Oh, okay, I remember Eno, right. He does like those air lab cheeses and whatnot. Oh, and just like doesn't expand. Yeah, okay, I've lost against this guy before I realized like Okay. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, that's hilarious. I mean, I really like that cheese is a part of games. I think it balances out a lot of things. Okay, that's basically what I've heard. Yeah, lol is just a toxic cesspool. But you know, I would characterize like bar that way. Despite their attempts to moderate the game and have a code of conduct, I mean, there is a lot of toxicity that exists, and I think um, maybe that's just the nature of team games in general, right? Like pub games. So this is interesting. Was that 5 grunts before first con? What am I watching? Okay, well this is one way to... You gotta back up the grunt, man. Alright, the repair is good. I thought he was gonna continue walking forward. This is when you need to target the tick, right? Because they'll keep taking damage. You need to right-click the tick. Alright, it ends up going down. But look at this. Commander steps off the lab. He's not assisting anymore. This con turret, please go down. Oh, oh my gosh, what a blunder here. Yeah, this game's over. Oh, that was the second counter. I didn't even see this one here in the main. That one's going to go down as well. So, GG. Yeah. Okay. What time do I usually play?
Battle ended.
So lately, I want to say I stream Tuesdays and Thursday morning. That's what I try and do and play. Sometimes I'll just like jump on if I have like a little bit of time and just play like one or two matches in the evening, right? So like US evening time. So French, it's what's... That was just a build order win. You know, Doominator, I think I remember seeing you say that. He's going 5 incisors, 2 scouts before con. I think I've seen you do that before. I think you actually like have beaten me or almost beaten me with that open. I'm trying to think back. You would know. Okay, so Doominator is saying it seems like higher level players can get away with stupid amounts of greed before they can. Yeah, and I think that's a function of them just like understanding the travel time between the bases, like defender's advantage, having reclaim, right? So the thing I'd add on to that is they're so good at placing radars and like being confident defending with their units, right? So, I mean, say you both open 3 mechs, right, in these positions here, and you go 5 grunts before con, and I go con 5 grunts, right? It's like, well, I have the con out first. I'm already expanding, and my grunts are going to be there to defend. It was just maybe C3BO was a little too greedy there. But I think when you're facing those kind of pressure builds, it's better to just get up an LLT, right? Like get up an LLT here, something like that, and then like walk to the other side of the lab. Because what ended up happening, it was like C3BO was like reclaiming or repairing the mechs. He like walked this way, he walked that way. So a lot of indecision and wasted build power when you could just be like assisting the lab and producing more units. But that last game does show you how hard it can be or difficult it can be to push away grunts once they've kind of closed the gap and are harassing you. So French is commenting on Ubervader going 5 ticks, 3 pawns. Yeah. Early game before con. I've seen him do that. Yeah, okay. I think I'm remembering that. Was that on Theta Crystals? Am I remembering this right? I didn't know it was exactly that open, but I thought you were doing like the X Factor build against me, which is really strong against grunts, right? So, yeah, here we go. Okay, so first tick comes across the map. He should have seen this grunt, right? I don't know if he quite reacted with his other ticks, but yeah, that's going to get taken down there. So he should know, Mecha should know where to send these grunts, right? Okay, okay, yeah. Acetus and Theta. Okay, so I like this open. This is really good. Normally I get the con turret up after the second con. Like the first con comes down here and starts grabbing these mexes. This is a bit of a blunder. I see newer players do this all the time, and it's making these LLTs so close to your main base, right? Like if you have a radar here, you should be able to defend, right? Like units are going to show up on the radar here, and your factory production's right here, right? So you can just move units down there to defend, right? So I think these kinds of LLTs, like I think the closest I would make one is like an LLT here and then like an LLT here, right? Just to defend those little choke points. But other than that, as a new player, or as a 1v1 player in general, you should be confident and proud to defend yourself with units and radars. That was a huge miss micro there. You want to step into the grunts, right? They get their value through kiting, so if you get on top of them, you want to stay on top of them. You don't want to like dash away or move to the left like you're trying to kite grunts. That's never going to work out. So the 2 con turrets up is beautiful, right? Yeah, head on metal. This is really nice. Getting some extra energy. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. Mech has been on for a while. I've seen him around. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. What is FAP? Where was I with that? Okay, I was gonna touch on the amount of reclaim on this map. So there is a fairly large amount. Like I mean, there's 12,000 right here. So in that early game, when because like in my mind in the true early game, it's not so much about harassing your opponent, it's about setting up your expanding cons, right? So and defending them. So that being the case, if you just need like let's say 2 cons and like 3 grunts, right? One con goes this way, one con goes that way, and a couple of grunts to defend them, that's when you can make the res bot and really start collecting those resources that are on the board, right? And of course, there's the added utility of having a res bot already out. Say if a con does go down, you can instantly start resing it. But there's a lot of energy on this map. Even though you're at 25 wind speed, it's still not negligible. And looking at this actually position, I think I would start thinking about making an energy converter here with my commander if I'm accessing this much energy. So if you're under 10%, I think that's like okay. Like some amount of energy excess is unavoidable in some ways. This is nice. Two pawns getting in the main. Are you gonna get both con turrets? Okay, one goes down. Reclaiming. Dude, reclaim's really strong. Does he get it? Yeah. Okay, so that's game. GG. Yeah.
Battle.
Let me in. You know, like the meme of the guy. Was it Andre? You study that replay, Mecha. There's the OP Rotato lobby. I see a Flash, of course, sitting in his free-for-all lobby, waiting for that to start. Try and get one game in here before we have to go. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to read some stuff. Yeah, Rowan, I remember quite a few FAF players from back in the day when I was playing. Seems like a long time ago now. And it's unfortunate to hear about, like, I guess the animosity that exists between the two scenes, I suppose. Like, thinking thinking that bar becoming popular takes away from FAF, and maybe it does in some regards, but the way I imagine it is like people getting into RTSs is like a rising tide for every game, right? So like what's good for StarCraft is good for bar and so on and so forth, right? So uh just unfortunate to think that we're really competing in some regards, but as a genre, I think it should be considered more of like building off each other's successes and interests in the genre, right? So just my 2 cents. I am using OBS Tuminator. Rowan asks which FAF players I remember. I guess the ones that come to mind would be like Nexus, Jagged Appliance. I remember watching a lot of Haven or Heaven's replays. When I was trying to learn the game. He had a lot of great content on his channel. So okay, yeah, this is really interesting. So we're watching C3BO's first person view. And this reminds me of when I was watching Euthermal play, where he plays in like, let me see if I can bring up the setting. So let me turn this off, and I can try and explain this, right? So he was doing the toggle overview with scroll, right? So he has it like, let me see if I can get like zoomed in a little more. All right, excuse me. So I'll zoom in. So he has it like this high, right? And he has the mouse wheel. You can't zoom in or out. You can just flick between fully zoomed out or this zoomed in. And now he's playing StarCraft essentially. And he's like using the mini map to move around. He's like microing units this close in. I think he even like might pan like this or flick to the edge of the screen, right? Rowan, I didn't. What was your FAF name, by the way? Is it still the same as this or not? But anyways, yeah. So it was cool to see you Thermal like playing with this style, and like he was like having his units like in a control group, like grabbing them and adding them to the control group out of his, like, you know, you see in StarCraft, right? You just rally to a point and then you continually add those army units into your control groups, right? So and then just playing the zoomed in. I don't know if that's really optimal or not, but I I'm thinking like playing like this like has to be has to be better, right? Because that is a limitation in StarCraft, is like you're required to have so much APM because of the limitations of the UI, right? Where in this case it's like, well, I'm just like a freaking boomer level gamer. I just box select and like right click over here, right? So yeah, that's a good point. Nutty Wombat. Pavor, that sounds familiar. It's been a long time since I played. Oh, hey, Phalange. Nice to see you, man. Is Euthermal still playing bar? I know he's got like that second channel. I don't really watch a lot of YouTube nowadays, so hard to keep up with what's going on. Oh, Black Melon's here. Really strong player. Yeah, it is cool to see him learning. Ooh, yeah, I got it. All right. I guess we got a matchup here. Sorry, I'm scooting my microphone out of the way. Sorry if that's blowing up. On your sound. Here. All right, yeah, let's go get a lobby set up. Leave lobby. Host. He's EU, so I'll be kind. I'll play on the EU server. What map do we want to play on? You have any suggestions? What map do you guys want to see? Thinking. I'm a big fan of Paradise Lost. Maybe I'll ask him. All right, let's do 1v1. 0. Okay. This map can be a little tense to play on because like when they get to mid before you. But let's see. I'll try and hold on to my ladder points for you guys. I don't mind giving them away, but it is nice holding on to them. I mean, where else do you find someone willing to donate OS to 50 OS plus players in 1v1s? I can't think of many, so if that suits you guys, let me know in the comments section. Or like the video, you know. I'm not going to play on hook. Thank you, though, for the suggestion,
Please
Duddy.
choose your starting location.
I'm going to self-D my commander at the start to get access to those juicy titles, right? So... All right. Man, I have got a little bit of a soreness here. Hey, Paul. Paul Shin here. Yeah, that's right. I do run the BPL, man, so that's me. Or did you... I don't know. How does that work? I see... Does that mean you're like a YouTube member now? That is something I do have on my channel. If you guys don't know, you can become a member of Barcast TV for $1 a month. And 100% of that goes to the BPL prize pool. So if that's something you want to consider supporting... Oh, it's Paulette. Hey, man. How's it going? I thought you were French. Forgive me for thinking you couldn't be French with a... I don't want to... I guess that's a Chinese name. Forgive me, but... Right, let's get into this game. So I'm gonna go con, two grunts, con, 5 grunts, resbot, infinite grunts, and I'll just alt tab in the alt tab or alt Z in the cons as I see them. South Korean. Excuse me for thinking that was Chinese. So, yeah, aren't you in France, or am I mistaken on that? Okay, I'm just gonna try and focus here. Well, I appreciate the membership. I think that's what you signed up for, if I'm not mistaken. So I appreciate that. Romania, okay. I knew it was somewhere in the EU. What are you studying, if I can ask? So I'm gonna leave these 2 grunts here to defend, and I'm gonna push out and try and scout with these 2. Forensic psychology. Wow. That is interesting. So I'm accessing energy. It means I get another contour up here. Ah.
Low power.
Okay, so he's already in mid. Oh lordy, I'm stalling on energy really hard. Did this finish? Oh, please finish. Oh, that's not good.
Low power.
Ah, GG. Ooh.
Battle
All right.
ended.
Well, that was me. I only really had time for one. Zlo is here though, so I'm gonna let him jump in, play some back Black Melon. And yeah, hopefully you guys like the stream. So this is about how long I like to do it, between an hour and 2 hours, right? So hopefully that suits y'all. Osmos, good to see you, man. Um, and yeah, so hopefully you guys liked it. See you in the next cast, and I'll catch you around. So